Alright, what's up y'all, it's Fan here. And in today's video I'm addressing something that's been in our faces the entire year, and I don't know if many people have even thought about this. So, I know it's not likely that, you know, this is what's gonna happen in 2K, but I think it'd be kind of dope if they used what's on the screen right now as the way you could build your players for next year's game. Maybe just add a little bit of, you know, variety to it. I feel like if you added a defensive archetype to this list, it would be pretty dope. Like maybe add like a Mike Conley build, like a floor general, defensive anchor as well type thing, where, you know, Mike Conley's a two-way player. But at the same time, I guess you could say Chris Paul is that. So maybe it's just I'm looking at the all-around superstar description instead. But anyway, we're gonna go through all the lists and stuff, and just kind of see what would be the most OP. So from the description, the Westbrook sounds pretty freaking ridiculous. That'd be that'd be a dope build. But yeah, no, I think what'd be nice is if you couldn't have small forwards running your offense, basically. Like, you see, the only player that's more of, well, let me rephrase that, because I guess all these guys get their offense run through them on their actual team. But basically, I just don't like the whole point forward aspect of the game, where, you know, you can have a 6'10" guy running point guard on your pro-am team. It's just kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I like, you know, when you have a traditional point guard like a 6-foot Chris Paul, or like a, you know, 6'3" Kyrie Irving running your offense, basically. But anyway, let's go to the shooting guard builds. So, in my opinion, you should not make a shooting guard based on all offense. If you know what I'm saying? You should not have a shooting guard based on only offense if your point guard is going to be something like that. So if you have a Curry, you definitely need to add a Klay Thompson or Jimmy Butler to that. I don't think adding a James Harden is a good idea if you're talking pro-am team, stuff like that. So I would say Klay Thompson seems like a dope build. You could have like a 3-and-D type player next year, something like that, and then Jimmy Butler could be like your defense / slasher type thing. James Harden could just have like both the you know what I mean, slightly Klay Thompson traits, slightly Jimmy Butler traits on offense. You know, a little bit less than both of them, but still slightly both of them, so that obviously he doesn't have defense for a reason. And then DeRozan, I don't know what a playmaking finisher would really represent at the 2 guard. That seems kind of stupid. I don't think anybody would really fuck with that DeRozan build. But anyway, let's move on to this. So we have the small forwards. Again, I think if you have a point guard that can run things correctly, a Kawhi Leonard build would sound dope. At the end of the day, if you want to play hero ball, I feel like Durant or LeBron would be nice. And then if you want to do things more flashy, I would say Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are low-key kind of the same player. It's just Paul George has a bit more offense and Kawhi has a bit more defense. That's my opinion. I know some other people probably think differently on that, but I know Kawhi probably has drastically more defense than Paul George, but Paul George is still a good defender. I think all the people on this screen are good defenders. Maybe not KD so much, but when he wants to, he can be a great defender as well. But anyway, scoring machine seems dope. All-around superstar, which is obviously a LeBron build, would be dope as well. I think all these small forward builds would be nice. This would be the return of the small forward if 2K decided to do that. So power forward. In my opinion, like I said, I like to surround my team with shooters. So what I would probably go with is anything but that. I guess everybody on the screen can kind of shoot, but I don't know why they're calling Blake Griffin the elite low post star and not LaMarcus Aldridge, but I guess LA is more of a high post guy anyway. But I feel like Anthony Davis would obviously be the best way to go with this. Two-way superstar, taller. I feel like the Draymond Green build would get kind of eaten up against, you know, traditional power forwards. Because at the end of the day, this is 2K, not real life. So, you know, in 2K, there's actual good big men builds rather than in real life where you have probably 10 elite big men in the whole game. I would probably go with the Anthony Davis build here. And then with the centers, I was looking at this a little bit a minute ago. Towns is not really a rebounding scoring machine. I think he's more of just, he's like a Steph Curry of, I don't know. I like to think Towns is the most all-around center in the NBA, but then again, I guess Boogie kind of is as well. I just see DeMarcus Cousins as more of like a, he could be a back-to-basket and face-up player. Maybe take his rebounding down just a little bit. So basically he'd be like an athletic finisher, but you add more of like a stretch big aspect to him. Or maybe like a post-scoring stretch big, I guess you could say is what Cousins is. Drummond, in my opinion, is like an athletic finisher stretch big, if you will. So, my bad. My bad, I did not mean that. An athletic finishing glass cleaner, or something like that, you know what I mean? People who don't have, that'd be like a, I feel like a Dwight Howard build would probably be like an athletic finishing paint protector, which is maybe what DeAndre Jordan could be as well, but he kind of has glass cleaner traits as well. DeAndre would be a dope center build to run on your team. I think DeAndre represents an athletic finisher a little bit more, but then again, he has, you know, glass cleaning and paint protecting traits. And then Towns is basically stretch big, athletic finisher. Yeah, I'd say probably just those two. He's not much of a post scorer, really. I wouldn't say he's really a glass cleaner. So he's probably just a stretch. He's probably just a stretch athletic. Simple as that. But yeah, I think that's good for the video. Let me know what you guys think. I probably should have done the whole archetype comparison throughout the whole thing of this. So as in Kyrie's like a playmaker, Steph would be like a play shooter, basically, stuff like that. Chris Paul would be like a lockdown playmaker. I don't know. We can. I feel like you guys can go through this on your own and just kind of assess that on your own. And then Westbrook would be like a slasher, shot creator, playmaker, something like that. I don't know. It's up to you guys to judge that. Matter of fact, we're halfway through it. Let's just go. Let's just go all the way through it. So Jimmy Butler would be a lockdown defender slasher, in my opinion. Not much sharpshooting abilities to him. He can obviously shoot the ball, but we're talking 2K aspect here. Everybody can shoot the ball in 2K. All right. So at the end of the day, I would definitely compare him to a lockdown slasher. Klay Thompson, lockdown or sharpshooter lockdown. Definitely the lockdown secondly, but I know he's a good defender, so it's probably hand in hand. But yeah, I feel like that Klay Thompson build would be dope. That would fit with any Pro-Am team. I promise you that. James Harden, playmaker, shot creator. I don't know if I would call him a slasher, but you can give him probably like a third archetype of that, maybe. But definitely playmaker, shot creator for his two. Sharpshooter, I feel like James Harden's the most all-around offensive player in the NBA. It's just, you know, the defense lacks. So I'd give him every offensive archetype, but his defense is probably ass. So, you know, give him a little bit of sharpshooter, a little bit of slasher, a lot of playmaker, and a lot of shot creator, and that'd probably be what he is. And then DeRozan is just an all-out slasher. I don't think of DeRozan as a playmaker, to be honest. I just think of DeRozan as like an OP-ass slasher. So that's my opinion. I think DeRozan is just a slasher. Probably he got some defense too, but all right. And then Durant, sharpshooter, definitely. Add a couple slasher traits to him, and then even some point forward traits too. I wouldn't call him a lockdown defender at all, but he still has, you know, average defense. So yeah, I'd give him some slasher badges, a lot of every sharpshooter aspect, because he's just an all-out scorer, and then add some dribbling stuff to him too. Paul George is more of like he's a slasher first, then a sharpshooter, and that's a very close second. I wouldn't give him much. I'll call him a lockdown defender third, and then give him ball handling traits as a fourth thing. He's a very all-around player, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyway, LeBron James, I'll go point forward first, just off passing accuracy and IQ. And then after that, definitely slasher. And then after that, probably, I don't know, man, you kind of have to even say a glass cleaner, third of all. I feel like his shooting ability is not hyped up to be what it is, you know what I mean? It's not it's not like any more elite than a slasher in 2K. You know what I mean? So I think LeBron's like a speed boosting slasher that's 6'10 or 6'8. You know what I mean? And has, you know, dimer, all that stuff. Can run your you can run your offense through him. But he definitely is like a drive and kick type guy. That's what LeBron really is in real life: drive and kick, or just finish at the hoop. You gotta surround him with shooters and let him do his thing. Kawhi Leonard, obviously lockdown defender first of all, sharpshooter traits for his secondary, and then probably slasher for his third. I don't know. I don't think he's much of a ball handler, but I guess it is what it is. And then with Aldridge, this is easily post scorer first of all, then probably stretch big too. Yeah, I wouldn't really call him a glass cleaner at all. Anthony Davis, paint protector, athletic finisher, and then give him a little bit of stretch big in my opinion. But I don't think AD is much of a post scorer. And then you could give him a little bit of glass cleaner stuff too, because he does be getting boards like that. Draymond Green, lockdown defender, stretch big, and glass cleaner. Definitely. No post scoring abilities. Oh, you got to give him some point forward stuff too though, because he is a great passer and pretty good with the ball as well. I don't know, that's tough. That's up to you guys. I don't know what I'd really call him. I feel like you can't run your offense through him as a point guard, but he'd still be a great like passer to have on your team. I don't know what to call him. And then Blake Griffin, obviously like an ODS athletic finisher. I think my build this year represented Blake Griffin a little bit. Pretty good handle on the ball. He has a decent mid-range, decent three-pointer. All right in the post, but not all of that. And then an average defender as well. I feel like it'd be a really bad build for 2K, but at the same time, I mean, dunking and three-point scoring is prevalent in 2K, so I mean, you could probably have a Blake Griffin build with 2 Steph Currys, and it'd be OP as shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be an alright build probably. It's just probably I feel like you'd struggle a little bit with that. So anyway, that's everything. To address this again, I think glass cleaner athletic for Drummond. I think post scoring stretch big for Cousins. Probably a paint protecting, glass cleaning, athletic finishing center for DeAndre, and then a athletic finisher stretch big for Towns. So anyway, that's everything with the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new and enjoyed the content. Check out some other videos and all that stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.